See people are speaking. Caviar, you may get the crackers without the caviar. Yes. No caviar. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. I'll go first. I'll talk about it. Yeah. So you can talk about it. I'll talk about mines. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I understand. Okay, I want just put it in organic. Okay, greetings everyone tonight. Everyone welcome first time workshop class. We are here. So we're also going to be live streaming tonight. We have viewers online and any questions that you guys ask, so don't forget to write down. It will be live, so you can be able to go back, rewind it, and get your answers if you forget to write it down. Alright, so we are live on CATOG.STUDIO, performing all the live streaming. Check us out on YouTube, L Spice Forrester, representing Black Business Brooklyn. And I really wanted to talk about something to talk about CBOS, one of the official sponsors. So tonight it was last minute, so it was unofficial guest. will be having all natural CMOS products. And in the future, if you have products that you would like to sponsor this workshop or any workshop in the future, feel free, contact Phil Benn, Mr. Albrum, myself, Cato, and let's make it happen. All right, guys, so I want you guys to have a wonderful college of the night, and blessings on your future properties. All right, properties. All right, blessings. This yeah. Turn that in church. CMOS is all natural CMOS, no milk, no sugar, no honey, all natural products. Are you joining? On Instagram, YouTube is Touch Up TV. Okay. No. Yeah. So much fun. Oh, I don't know yet anymore. Good? Yeah.
What's the price of your drinks?
$8 retail. Yeah. Shirley, where are you?
Enrichment Center. I just wanted to introduce the FEC. We are a program that is sponsored by the city. We are focused on families with children under the age of 18. And what we do here is we provide resources for families and community members, and we also outsource and bring resources into the space for families, whatever it is that you come and ask for what we need. And we provide a program for youth, for adults, caregivers, guardians, aunties, uncles, whomever. It's set up here like space for families to come and just build community. So whatever it is that you need to ask for it. Knitting class, homework workshop, and everything that is provided in this members at this time. So we invite you to come back, hang out, and all those things. And if you know any families in the area, please tell them about us. We have flyers, flyers that we get out, grab one so we Thanks so much. You don't leave, okay.
So there is a unique way that meetings are structured.
Okay, yes, okay, so, we are, umbrella by, sanctuary agency. So we, have our meetings, with sanctuary, we go around the room. Hello, your name is? Hello, Cynthia, how are you feeling today? And Cynthia then pass it to someone else, and it just passes on to the person. Yes, so, good morning. Natasha. Nice to meet you. Great. Hello.
Hello.
How are you feeling today? How are you feeling today? I'm doing great.
Beautiful. Oh, what's your name?
My name is Julian.
Number?
Hello, how are you today? Trying to find yourself. I'm asking great. Can you tell me your name? My name is Joyce. Joyce, I'm Julian. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And I'm feeling great today. I'm glad I'm able to be here in this Sunday night. So thank you. And hi, my name is Joyce. And how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm tired.
Nice to meet you, Ty. The floor is yours.
Hello. Hello. I'm Todd. Nice to meet you. I'm Cato. Nice to meet you. How you doing today? Not bad at all. Great. Excellent. Doing great myself. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. All right. Oh. Hello. 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 I'm Al Pratt. Nice to meet you. And how are you doing, sir? I'm doing fine. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Hi. Good. Great. Good to meet you. Same here. Thank you.
And again, I'm Shirley, and I am feeling blessed as well, especially to be able to receive something that thank you, everybody.
Everybody, everyone. No, you're welcome to.
Oh, yeah. But I mean,
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, well, welcome everybody, and welcome to everyone who's streaming. I would say that if you were here, I would have shared some of these symbols that are drinking here. This is a something. This is a seamoss. This one is made with beets, and I love beets. But I think sort of having beets mixed with seeds. If you were here, you would have gotten some. So, but those who are attending, they will be having some samples. My name is Phillip Benn, and this is the first in-person workshop we've had since the pandemic. Rob and I have been doing home ownership workshops. Like about 15 to 20 years we've been doing this together, right? We've been doing workshops, and then when the pandemic came, everyone switched to going online, and we've been doing it. But like now, they want everybody to come back out, right? No more working from home, and time for us to come back out and start socializing as humans should, right? So this is the first in-person workshop that we're having, and it's cold, but you know we're here and we're breaking the ice, literally. you know, and this is a beautiful space here in Bed-Stuy. We're doing this once a month, and definitely those are screaming, you know, what it does is we'll be sending out my information. I guess we're capturing some way to feed the information back to the location. So how we normally do this, I start off talking about ownership from the realtor's perspective, from my function as working with a buyer, someone who's interested in purchasing a home. They come to they made that decision that they want a house, and in making that decision, they come to me or any other realtor to help them with the search. But I don't start searching with anyone until they bring me a pre-approval. So when they come to me, the first thing I ask is, for myself or any realtor is, did you get a pre-approval letter? And how much did you spend? So I always ask the person, how much did you spend, meaning how much we can go shopping? So then I know based on how much they can spend and shop with, then I would ask them, okay, is this going to be a 1 or 2, 5? So I normally advise people, for your first purchase, get a multi-family. And I say buy as much real estate as you can buy, meaning buy as much square footage as you can purchase. Because unlike in the Caribbean, like I'm from, you buy a house and you can always keep adding on something onto it. Here in the US, especially if you're in the New York area or the tri-state area, you're going to have to go through the government to get permission for you to add anything onto that current structure. So I say as buy as much square footage, and I advise people to, when they can, buy a fixer. So I say buy a big old house, because we are now in a period in American history where real estate is expensive. And it's increasing at such a rate that you better buy a big house because you don't know what's going to happen when the kids go off to college and they come back if they can afford rent. So I say buy a big old house and fix it up. And I also tell people that your project is your project. When you buy a house, that you have to fix it up and it might look a little bit. And if a friend ever comes over and they start giving you that kind of look, don't ever invite them back into you. Well, that's your project. That's where you're at. This is your, so you're planning that I can afford this now, and every year when my tax come in, I'm gonna do a project to fix the bathroom. Next year I'm gonna do the kitchen, or whatever it is, but start something. And something else, Al did introduce me to years ago. A lot of stuff I learned from Al. This guy, he's invaluable. What I did learn is that if we teach our children right, when they come up, when they graduate from college, their goal is to buy a condo, or depending on where they graduated from, whichever state they graduated from. And if they have left New York, let the kids buy a piece of real estate right. They spend 4 years right here, they do the terrain, they know everything, they buy some real estate. It's more for them. Because real estate valued, okay, let me rephrase it. So in New York, there's about 23 basic architectural designs. Based on the zip code, architectural design number 10 will be worth more money in one zip code than it is worth in a different zip code. Right? Those who pay attention to what I'm saying. Right? So wherever you are, if you see a piece of property, grab onto it. Because who knows Bed-Stuy back in the day, I know Bed-Stuy back in the day, you're gonna get a brownstone for 200. And we're just talking right after the subprime crash. consoles were selling for 200, 300, and today they're over 2 million. So you gotta always have your eyes open for where you are at, what's happening, or what's next. So like for example, when they were planning to bring the Barclays Center, they called me for an interview to help sell some of the booths because back then I was a popular guy and I could so that was an inside tip. And I had money, the type of money that was necessary. I would have bought more real estate right around the markets. So you gotta get those inside information and know what development is planned in that particular area. Right now, along Atlantic Avenue corridor, there's a lot of developments that are going up in that area. There's all the real estate is going through the roof. So there's no such thing if you're in Brooklyn as a bad city. Yeah. And the thing is that what I have noticed is that people who lived in Brooklyn, they don't see the value of Brooklyn real estate. It's people from everywhere else comes and see the value of Brooklyn's real estate and they're going to buy the real estate out right up underneath their feet. So, so I would say buy, get pre-approved out, I will go out, I will go into the database and look and see what values are good in which neighborhood, square footage, and I will take you. We do the tour. After we do the tour, and you say, let's go, then I will submit your offer. And once your offer is accepted, then I hand you over to your attorney. You need an attorney. So 3 things you're going to need. You need on your team, as you're picking your winning team, right? You need your agent, you need your mortgage provider, you need your attorney. Those are the 3 key people that's on your team because you're constantly working. As a realtor, I said I am the project manager because I need to know everything that's going on in between. And I'm the one that is actually keeping the buyer's nerves solid because as a first time buyer, they're very nervous. There's a lot of stuff that they stress over, so I have to keep them informed as to everything that's going on in the transaction. So something's going on with the mortgage, I know something is going on with the appraisal, I know something is going on with the home inspection, I'm there. So that is the job. People think that a realtor's job is easy. No, it's emotionally stressful because we're carrying the stress of buying and making, because it's not just like the buyer is involved. No, it's like we the realtor and the buyer, we're in this thing each and every day, every other day. So that's basically, in a nutshell, I won't go any further because it's a lot of content for Al to go over. And then we have a special guest, Ty, that's going to come and share some of the interesting concepts that he's working on. I met this young man. He's very audacious, but when I heard him make the statement that he's going to change the world, I said, wow, that's audacious. But then when he actually explained to me the concept, it's going to change it. The concept will change it. So Al,
technology always start working with these. I tell you, always think you have things to control and then what? I don't know. Good evening, guys. How you doing? Good. Thank you for joining us today, this evening. It's a cold one, and this probably why some people say for nothing that's been expected, but I always say it's never about the quantity, it's about the quality, right? And that's what it's about As Phillip said, he's in the real estate business. His job is to help people find properties, whether they want to buy, sell, right? And my job is to get the money, okay? The prices are, most of us don't have cash. You can go out and just put it on the table and say, here, I want to buy this, I want to buy that. Then you have to go to someone, some entity to get the money, right? And so they have to go to a lending institution, okay? My name is Al Brown. I'm from a company called Guaranteed Rate. Anybody heard of Guaranteed Rate? Right? Just in New York, there's 4,000 licensed mortgage entities that does mortgages. So it's possible to know it, know every single one. The Guaranteed Rate is a mortgage bank. All we do is mortgages. Now, we're a bank that does checking, savings, mutual funds, car loans, gold loans, student loans, ATM. They do everything, right? We do bank, mortgage bank. That means all we do is to lend money for real estate. That means we eat, sleep, die, produce, survive, or fail, getting people money for what? Real estate. Okay? Banks on the other hand, if the stock don't mortgages tomorrow, it's still survive because it's not their core. This is our core. Guaranteed rate is around 25 years. It's the top 5 mortgage company in the country. The license of all 50 states. Okay? We have over 5,000 employees, right? In the Northeast, New York, we are just expanding in the Northeast, so our name is nice. Okay? I myself, I've been in the business for 22 years. I have a background in real estate, okay? And our corporate office is in Chicago. We have a stadium just like Citi Field, a Staples Center, a USDA, MTA, or whatever. We got our stadium, okay? Right? So let's get down to it, guys. We're here about finance, right? About buying a house. Do I have any homeowners here already? Anybody? Let's talk about the benefits of finance, right? I've been watching YouTube. Getting a little confused with it. It's not make sense to buy a house. It doesn't make sense to buy a house. Don't buy a house. Invest your money. And listening to it back and forth, like, I always thought buying a house was just investment. And when I come down to the conclusion of all of the things, one size doesn't fit. Everybody's situation is different. And buying a house may not be for everyone, right? But we are here to talk about whether or not it is the best option for you, right? Now, I'm just going to the benefits, and I'm going to get the information, I'm going to get the knowledge and the content. Then it's up to you, your family, your spouse, to determine whether buying a house makes sense for you, correct? Benefits of buying a house. Retirement. Retirement. Let me see, buy a house. Come back. Tax benefits. They cut that, right? They cut the benefits of tax benefits with our cousin president in his first term. But still, they didn't cut it off. There's still a lot of benefits. Writing off your expenses, your taxes, and all that stuff to help protect you from paying federal taxes. So when you own a house and you have a mortgage, you can reduce your federal taxes by owning a house. So that's definitely a benefit. For savings. We have to do something. We have to take our money, put it somewhere. It has to go in somebody's pocket because we need what? Shelter. Right? We need shelter. So when I say for savings, that money is going somewhere in somebody's pocket for shelter. Right? Then you put it into a mortgage payment, you're putting the money back into what? Your property. And over time, you're paying off that mortgage. You're paying it off, and to a point you get down to what? Zero, and you have something called equity. And so forth, it's a forced savings. Because you got to do something, you got to put money somewhere. Okay? And some people, and smarter than I am, they even pay off that mortgage sooner so they can build up that equity what? Faster. Comfort. You know what's not to sleep as comfort? Able to live in a spot that's your own, do what you want to do, how you want to do it. You want to paint the walls blue, you want to paint the walls yellow. I see that house, right? With green, right? I mean, literally shining green, right? And I drove by this house in Queens, and I can say that guy owns his house. And that guy saying, I don't care what they think. I like green. I see another house too, in Queens also. He has signs everywhere. Political signs. I'm not going to go into politics. I'm not going to say who doesn't like, right? And it's, on his house, the signs like, he's bad, he's good, he's going to destroy the world, right? He's talking about a person. It's his house. He can do it. That's the comfort, right? What you want security. The ability to live somewhere, not to worry about somebody else telling you have to be. Knowing your mortgage is content. That's the nicest thing about a mortgage. Get it now? Over 30 years, you don't do anything. That payment is relatively the same. And so always gonna what? They may go down for a short period of time, and then when they come back, they go back up even higher. Once you get that mortgage, you start that process, and you start that mortgage, you have stopped the clock. It's a powerful thing. And then income. How's the mortgage? You heard of 2-family houses, right? You heard of 3-family houses? You heard of 4-family houses? That's the income. And you decide, you know what? I'm going to take my 3-family house and rent it out and go buy 1 family somewhere. Then I got income as an investment property. Because I started owning something. Allowed me to move on to something else. You understand? So is there benefits to owning? Yes. There's a lot of work. You have to maintain the property, pay that mortgage. Now, before I said the time, it's legal. With that mortgage, it's getting paid off. At some point, we all hope that we will be retired. We hope that health-wise, that you will get to the end game where you worked all these years paying this mortgage, and now we are going into our retirement because we want to stop working. But guess what happens when retirement comes? What happens when retirement comes? Your income like that goes down. Expenses doesn't go down. Rent doesn't go down. They don't have a discount, 10% off the mortgage procedures. You know, you see it. Most landlords, I don't do this, right? I'm just saying. That rent is going to continue to go up regardless of what stage you are in your life. But when you come, you paid off your mortgage, and you now have the mortgage, you retired, you have a sweet, comfortable retirement. But you have what? No mortgage. No housing expense. And if you bought a 2-family, you got rental income to go along with retirement. And everybody heard of reverse mortgage? What have you heard? What? Don't get one? That's the best mortgage in the country. No country has a reverse mortgage. This is the best mortgage. You know what it says in reverse mortgage? I had a house for 30 years. I paid this house for 30 years. Then I have it for 40 years. Then I have it for 50. If I live that long, God bless it. Right? My income dropped. I still got to pay bills and things of that nature. But the reverse mortgage by the government back says you carry this house for the last 20, 30, 40 years. Now the house can carry you. Meaning, with that house, you don't have to pay a mortgage. You can take all the money out tax-free. You can live to 101, 110, 120, 140, and not have to make a mortgage payment. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. And so when something doesn't sound right, what people say is too good to be true. True. You know what is the most sought after mortgages right now? Going into that phase? No, it's not. Reverse mortgage. Because our population is what? Old. Boomers have all these houses. They're not moving to Florida anymore. Too much everything is. Afraid. They say, you know what? I get a reverse mortgage, I can sit right here. I don't have to downsize. I don't have to pay off my house and go buy a house cash. I can take all the cash out right now, no mortgage, go to Racino. Have a good time, good travel. Time reverse mortgage. But in order to get a reverse mortgage, you need to have one thing. What's that? A house. You can't get a reverse mortgage because you don't have a house. Okay. So you gotta get the house. But the biggest advantage, I call it the big C. The big C. This is the biggest advantage on the house. Anybody have take a guess what the big C is? I'm not giving you much. All right, we're going to hang it. C-O-N. Put another one with a T. Control. 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 Does that make sense? Yes. Purpose of owning a house, it's not because you want to buy things. It's somewhere to live. You want to control your housing expense. You don't have to worry about the rent going up. You want to have the comfort. You want all these things. This gives you control. We leave our jobs and open business because we want what? Control. We don't want to have to worry about what's going to happen later with our housing situation. We get reverse mortgage, but we want what? Control. This is about everything. This is why you want to say, I want to own something, because you want to have control of your situation, your housing situation. Give you an example. Sorry, what's your name, sir? Owen? Wayne. How you doing, Wayne? Wayne lives in Brooklyn. He has an apartment, right? And he pays $300 a month. 2 bedrooms in Brooklyn. What? It doesn't matter. He has it. Right? Because he has something called rent control. Everybody heard of rent control? Wayne, right? Now, you think I can go tell Wayne he should leave that apartment? Wayne got what? Control. He got rent control. I couldn't sell a house to Wayne in a million years. I'd be a fool to even try. Because he already had what? He already had it. And with rent control, they can only increase the rent a nominal amount for a small percentage. And a small percentage of $300 is what? Nothing. Rain has what? Now, Rain may want to go and buy a 2-family investment, 3-family investment, and invest money in real estate, but he already has what he wanted, was what? Control. Get my point. It's all about control. You got to control the situation for not just you, but for whom? Your generation. Right? It allows you to pass it on to others in your family. Give them what? Control. That's the biggest thing you can pass on to kids. Don't give them money. State of mind and control. So let's get down to it. That was just a teaser, right? Let's get some myths about owning a house. Let's talk about some myths. You need a lot of money to buy a house. Big misconception. You need perfect credit to buy a house. Another big misconception. Everybody gets the same interest rate. I get this interest rate question every day. I can have 1,000 people in this room. I can have 2,000. I can have 3,000. And everyone's financial DNA and situation is different. The interest rate for everyone is going to be what?
Different.
Different. Thank you. First-time home buyers are the best loans. Now, you heard the first-time home buyer program, right? And what do we think about it? This is what I'm going to tell you what you think about it. I'm a first-time home buyer. They've been telling me there's a special program there for me to buy a house. So what? Give me. What's for me? I want it. I mean, isn't that the mentality? It calls every day. It's around. It's around. That's all. It's around. It's around. What's that program? They're all first-time homes designed for first-time home buyers like yourself. But that doesn't mean it's the best program for you. Do you understand? There may be another program that's not a first-time home buyer based on your financial simply based on your financial DNA. There's another program that's better for you than a first-time home buyer program. But you'll always think, because it's called a first-time home buyer program, it's best for us to be on what? A first-time home buyer. See, if I was going to change my name from Al Brown, right? I already changed it to Al Brown to make it easier, right? And I thought that was easy, Al, right? I just got a client over the other day and told me his name is A. I'm like, damn, you outdid me. His name is A. Right? I'm not joking, right? Just last week, right? And so I said, hey, you good, right? But my point is, if I change my name from Al Brown to LeBron James, do you think I can go in the basketball court, but my name is now what? LeBron James, and do what he does? No. Don't go by the name. Everyone's DNA is what? Different. Everyone. So I have to look at everyone's DNA and find out what is the best program for them. Grants are easy to obtain. Must be. Right? Must be requirements. Which one doesn't qualify? Okay. That's when we think about first time home buyer, we think about grants. Money. So we always want what? Money. Grants are great. But it's not easy to get. When I came in, right? Mr. King, I see you have this package that lists all of the food banks, right? And you can get and go and get food, right? And I bet if you go around to those food banks, there's people standing in line, waiting for what? Free food. Where is the free money lines? Where are they? If they were giving away free money around the corner, you wouldn't be here right now. You'd be out there in 10 degrees weather, standing outside, or you would have rain out just standing outside, waiting for the free money. Where are the lines, guys? Can anyone here tell me where the free money lines are? The requirements, it's not like the food banks. The food banks doesn't have any requirements, right, Mr. King? All you need is 2 arms and a leg and maybe half of that, and you will get free food. grant have requirements for you to qualify. If you don't meet those requirements, you don't qualify for the grant. These are myths. Okay? That's the benefits of that risk. Okay, we get down to the basic. I like things very simple, right? I like people to understand things, how it works. And, you can have a seminar and 10 different people can give it, and it can get very confusing. So I like to keep things very simple, and a picture is worth 1,000 words. So they say. So there's something called the 4 C's of finance. And to illustrate this, I just have a table, right? And just like the table here, this table here, it has 4 legs. And each one of you, when I look at you and qualify you, I look at you as I'm looking at what? This table. Simple. Nothing more than that. And in order for this table to stand and function like it's supposed to do as a table, all 4 legs of this table must be strong enough to stand. This table to stand, correct? Yes. So, Cynthia, if this is you on the table, right? See? We have to make sure that each leg on this table stands with the table strong for this table to stand. So I have to look at all your financial DNA. I have to look at your credit leg. I have to look at your cash leg. I have to look at your capacity leg. Capacity is nothing more than income. Okay? The more income you make, the higher your capacity. The lower income, less income you make, the lower your capacity. I have to look at your capacity. And then I have to look at the collateral. Collateral is, what do you want to own? What type of property do you want to buy? 1 cent, 4 2, or 3, or 4, or you want to buy a condo, or a co-op, or a plug. I have to know what you are interested in, or your desire to buy. Now, what you desire to buy may not meet your other financial legs. Because after looking at these 3 legs, it may say that the best thing for you to buy, as an example, is a car. But you have to look at the legs. Understand? So, looking at this table, I have to go through the 4 C's of finance to see if this table understand. That's it. That's it. That's all I do. I review your 4 legs. If your 4 legs is good, and I look at it and say, based on your 4 legs, you can get this number. Based on your 4 legs, you can get that number. Based on your 4 legs, you can qualify for 10 different loan programs. Pick one. You understand? So everything starts with credit. Everything starts with credit. First thing we do. Now, when we look at credit, that was some slides. When we look at credit, what we have to do is we have to run your credit report. We're going to pull this period. We're going to do a trial. We're going to take all 3 in one report. Then we're going to take the middle. Right? So, right? Let's say I ran your credit, and your scores are 600, 650, and 700. Your middle score is 650. You got to use your middle score. You have to throw out the low, throw out the high, and use the middle score. So your middle score is 650. That is true for every lending institution from the world in the United States of America. 99% of the loan programs, they're going to look at this. Now, let's say you're buying something else. Let's say, Natasha. You get Natasha. Grades, and you decide to buy together. Grade score is 650, 600, 650, and 700. Your score is 700, 750, together now, we still got to use his. I was waiting for that question because the lending guidelines says, not Al Brown, not Guarantee Rate, not Chase Bank, not Citibank, not any bank. The lending guidelines made by the federal government says you have to use a middle score. That's it. Okay? So we end up using your middle score, although your scores are near perfect, I gotta use your middle score. Okay? That's it, you credit. Now the question is, does anybody understand scores? What's a good score to have to buy out? Remember what are the myths? You need this great credit score? What do you think is a good score you need to buy a house? Anybody? 620. That's a good score, or that's a score you know you need? It's two different questions here. You think you need it, or you think that's a good score? It's a decent score, 620. Purchase a house. You know, I said you know, good. You know that one. Right? So you're saying 620 is not, it's not good. It's not bad. What do you think? You think she's right? Watch out what you're saying. Okay? 680. Okay. Now we're talking about buying a house. See, the question is, what is required? Every loan program is one. So let's go back. What do you think the lowest loan program says you can have? 500. 500? 500? Oh, who said that since when? Since when? Since 1950. I don't know when. I just know what it is today. And it's been like that last year, and the year before that, and the last 20 years, it's been like that. But let's stop. That leg is what? That leg is wobbling. Because the table is not really firm, because the credit scores, although the book says you can do it, the book says you can do it.
That's not.
We'll get to that. Because I know who they are. I go by what? The book. Now, I'm going to tell you the problem again. See that 500? These three legs now has to carry this weak leg. That means you have to bring what to the table? More what? A lot more money. And so what happens, people don't have the money, so they don't talk about what's needed for it. You understand? If you had a lot of money, and you had a 500 FICO score, you'll get a loan. Do you understand? He said something to me. I've seen it. I've heard it. So you want to throw it out there and share the love. So the wisdom. You said what?
You got a lot of money, you know how to record, you get a
So Cynthia is saying you get a convention or you don't? We do. So Cynthia is saying you don't have a lot of money and you have low scores, right?
If you have a lot of money,
You have a lot of money.
you have a little,
And you have no credit score. Okay. So what she's saying is, from her knowledge of loan programs, if you have a low score of 500, which I'm giving you, right? And he has a lot of money for you guys to come together, you got to get a conventional loan. That's what she said. I don't know what that's coming from. Okay? Because that's not the book I read. Conventional is one of the hardest ones. And they typically want a 620. See, everybody's getting their reference points from different places. See, every loan program is what? Is different. When I say 500, I'm not talking conventional. See, I would tell you guys, oh, you can't do conventional. You have to do government. Because government is what allows you to do that. So, credit, 500, that thing is weak. You gotta spruce up with more money, and we gotta have what? More income. You understand? The 3 legs gotta carry weak credit. Y'all see many people getting, and even VA loan, anybody heard any veterans in here? VA doesn't even use credit scores. They don't use credit scores. And there's a no credit, zero credit loan program, credit zero score program, where some people don't have no scores. So they don't know how to judge how they pay their credit and their debt. So they treat them differently because they don't have a history. So the legs still have to what? Support this credit because they have no scores. Like you ever heard the term, no credit is bad as bad credit? Because there's no history. So they treat you different because you haven't had a history of paying something over time. And then they still want to see some credit because it actually requires alternate credit. Meaning, okay, no credit score, but show us if you pay your rent on time for the past 12 months, you pay your cable on time, and your phone bill on time. Show us that. One thing you can get on time. That one did not get cut off. Take the lights, take the gas, take everything, but not the cell phone. It gets paid. I know mine do. Right? So, guys, and this is the concept we're trying to get you to understand. Everybody's payment is going to be different. And if you have a 500, I have to treat you different with the legs. If you have a 620, then I have to treat you different. I can go to different programs, but you require 620 and up. But you don't need to have 700, 800 to qualify for a mortgage, which would they make us believe. But credit can be fixed. It's so easy to fix credit. You just have to know what? How? You just have to know the mechanics of getting your credit scores from one spot to the next. So this is the easy thing. Who have 500? Cynthia, you have 500? Doesn't matter, Cynthia. You can get you 600, 620 at one time. But you're not going to make that credit stop you from what? Buying a house. This is the easy thing. This is the thing that everybody does. I don't want to see it. I know it's bad. I don't pay my account with my account, right? By Macy's. I don't want to see it. They ignore it. Yeah, how you fight the beast? Be a beast. Go straight at it. Deal with it. Deal with it. Don't be afraid of it. Attack it. And guess what? It'll be right there. Next leg. Cash leg. Money. This is why you guys are coming to me. I see your hand in the.
Yes, I have a question.
Sure.
Does paying your bills in advance make your credit score gets better?
Paying my bills in advance make your credit scores
Better than paying it on the due date?
This is great credit work, just so you know. You get rated on a 30-day interval. You can pay it in advance. You can pay it on the due date. It doesn't mean any difference for your credit report.
Right.
Because they look at 30, 60, 90, 120 days late. Meaning if you pay something on the 29th, is it due on the 1st? The only thing that's going to happen on the 1st, you're going to pay a late fee. And they're going to charge you a fee for that. These credit agencies are ridiculous. but credit-wise, your credit is not going to be affected. Now, if you pay your credit on the 15th of the month, it's no different than paying on the 1st. It's due on the 1st, you pay on the 15th. Not a big deal. You pay on the 21st. Not a big deal. You pay on the 28th. Not a big deal. You pay it on the 2nd or 1st of the next month. You got over 30 days, you got a 30-day hit for your credit, it's dropping your scores. Whatever you do, you make sure you pay it between the 1st and the 29th day, period. If you have to take from Peter, from Tom, from Rain to Cynthia, you have to get that money and pay that on the 29th because your credit is that what? Important. If you don't have money in the bank, pay with a check. Then get the money.
Thanks. Try that.
Get it paid. So the credit is that important. This is a credit line, right? Tri-merge credit report. There's two kinds of credit reports that you can get: a consumer report and a commercial report. Commercial report comes from lending institutions like us. The consumer report comes from places that you go, Credit Commerce, Credit Sesame, Credit ABC, Credit Give Me, all that stuff you do on the internet. You get it yourself. The report scores are going to be what? Different. When you get on your own, the consumer, it's going to be different from commercial because they use two different models of rating your credit. I always say the consumer report that you guys use, I want you guys to feel good, right? So I think that's what you guys sit home and feel. Oh, my credit just went up. So they give you a higher what? Score. Then you come to me and say, Mr. Brown, I checked my credit last night and I had a 700. And I got it to 640. But Mr. Brown, what are you doing? I mean, come on. I spent it last night. But the agency used, the model used is different than what? Not what I use, the lending institution is required to use because they say we have to use it.
It's not
Deceptive? Yeah. No, it's just that, well, from the standpoint of the consumer credit agency, I guess it's kind of deceptive to make you feel better. You know? But you hear now that your bank will say we'll give you your scores, right? Those are the best ways to get it because they have a lending institution. Your credit card company is, I don't know. Okay? But see what we do, right? Because people are concerned about their credit. When we start, we do what we offer a tri-merge. We're tri-merge, but we do what we call a soft credit pull. Meaning, when your credit, it doesn't affect your credit because it's not a hard pull. Okay, because one of the things that can affect your credit is you run your credit too many what? Times. So when we run it, so it doesn't affect your scores, so after your credit, we do a soft credit pull so that we can see how it looks. So if I have to help you to what? Repair and rebuild, right? We did that without damaging the credit more. You understand? So we start off with a soft credit. That's the credit. I mean, this seminar can be really credit. Credit is that deep. I say credit is like spaghetti. Big pot of spaghetti. It's a mess. It's a mess. Everybody's situation is different. We can't do it here. That's the credit. Cash flow. You need money to buy a house. You need money for two things. Down payment, closing costs, and possible reserves. Down payment is the money that you put down as a down payment, your contribution into the purchase, and then the bank is going to come with the what? The rest. So let's pick a number. We're going to buy a house for $500,000, a nice easy number, just for simplicity, right? And I see the face, oh, come on, this is New York. We're using $500,000, right? So you can buy co-ops and condos for $500,000. So it's realistic, right? And so $500,000. What's the down payment amount? Everybody knows. Everybody have an idea? Why are you down payment to buy a house? I'm sorry? 20 to 30% who else? 5%? I got 5% growth. I got 30.
20%.
I got 20 here, 25%. I got 5 here. Anybody want to go to your Come on, VA person. Come on, VA person. What? 7%? 10. VA person, you should be shocked. Right? Because your VA, the down payment is what? 0. You should be shot with a rifle. Bang, bang. Right? Well, the only person you should be concerned with is who?
Yours.
You. The down payment on a VA loan is what?
0.
0%. And they're not veterans. 0. I have a 20 or 25 in the house. Bang! You should be shot because I said in the beginning of myth, you need a lot of money. Is 20% a lot of money? Hell yeah! 20% of 500,000 is what? Take it too long. Took it too long. 150,000, right? Something like that. If I had to depend on everybody to have 150,000, I want to be in the mortgage business. Really? 20%? See, what happens is they used to teach people that you needed 20% because at 20% you get a certain advantage. But if you can't, look guys, we are nickel to dime to death. Rent, gas, food, clothing, kids, sneakers, right? It's hard to save money. Who said 5%? She said, now she's taking ownership, right? Now she's taking ownership. Yeah, I said 5%. But 5% is more realistic. But the government even goes lower than that. The first time home buyer is 3%. The federal government is 3.5%. And that money can come, this is where that money can come from. 500,000, let's say 3.5%, that's 17,000. Is that a lot of money? No. A couple of year tax refund. 3.5%. And look where the money can come from. The same as you're checking your 401k. Mutual funds, RRAs. Money savings managers, money in the bank. Does that mean document? Susu. Do you get, I don't care how many susu you got. Just put the money together. A little here from your tax return, a little here from your savings, a little here from your susus, a little here, and you put it together like a puzzle to get your what? Down payment. Because this is that what? Important. 3.5%. First time home buyer is 3%. That's 15,000 for 500,000. And that's just it. What she just said is, I still think it requires a lot of money. Because you're only talking about what? Down payment. Okay, let's look at the other part. Closing costs. Closing costs are easy because it's the same thing for every dog. It's the same cost for every bank. It's the same cost for everyone. It's not 20,000 or 10% for this lender and 20,000 or 2% for this lender. It is pretty much the same for what? Everybody, because it's pretty much regulated. Okay? And that number is, everybody have ID? 4%. So, using that $5,000, $500,000, what? Example, we got 3.5, is that 17? And then we're going to have another what? 4%, which is what? 20. I'm just giving you a rounded, so you need what? 17 and 20 is 47,000, give or take. 45 to 50,000. Is that a crazy amount of money?
What about the rest?
Ah!
We come.
We just use a bank loan program that doesn't what? Require reserves.
So that's
Right?
90%.
But reserves comes like this. This is where reserves comes in. Remember the 500 FICO score Cynthia? 500 FICO score? Because her credit is so bad, the loan requires she has what? Extra money. Her reserves are really every year. I haven't done reserves in the past, I don't know, a couple of years. It goes like either 1, 2, or 3, or 6% of your monthly payment. So your monthly payment is $2,000 a month. They want 6 months of reserve. They want you to have $12,000 in reserve. Let's say you have a 401k or you have stocks and bonds. You don't have to touch that. That's your reserves. But you only see that if what? Something required it. You understand?
15% of my minus 5.
Let me jump back. I'm gonna break this down, right? I just said I have not seen reserves in 10 years, right? Reserves are not an issue, right? And many people with 500 FICO scores, I don't stay with 500. Oh, you got 500 scores to get a loan. No, we want to get that 500 scores to what? 600. I told you credit is what? It's easy. And it's important. But the down payment, we just talked about how to get it. The closing costs, you can get it the same exact way. Savings, checking, same place. You know what's the biggest thing about the closing costs? Right? The biggest thing about the closing costs. Closing costs have to be paid by the seller. It's called a seller concession. So if you only have 17,000 and you have no closing costs, but you have a seller that likes you, knows you, and just want to sell a house, and you ask her to pay your closing costs, then you are free from having to pay what? So now you're talking about what? $17,000. You add your attorney fees in there, homeowner's insurance, right? Or the seller can pay that too, right? Then you're talking about 17 to 20,000. Okay? So you know how I know that happens and that works? Because I'm doing it every day. I see it every day. Do I prefer somebody to come in and say, oh yeah, I have $50,000 in my Chase account, or $100,000 in my 401k? I would love that, because I don't have to worry about what? This land. I don't have to solve the issue of this land. Right? But if you come in and you tell me you only have 20,000, now I have to tell you what you have to do. You have to go out there and get a house. And you have to go out there, you have to make it for you have to ask someone to pay your closing costs because you don't have it. You have to have a strategy that will make up that money that you do not have. Now, if you was to sell a concession, lender's credit. I have a client right now, get ready to close, come to the end, did everything, and he's short at $1,500. Someone is paying $15,000. He has whatever change he has, but he's short $1,500. That's a little short, right? What we did is we gave him a lender's credit. I mean, the lender gave you a credit to make up the difference. You understand that? Right? So we were able to get to the finish line, which is this next week, by making up the difference that he's short with a lender's credit. Now what happens? Let me show you how it works. Let's say his interest rates were 6%, right? But he's short of money. We told him, look, we can give you a lender's credit, but If you have to push that interest rate up to 6.25, then now we can give you some money back. Because by law, we can't make money back from this interest rate. We can't do the benefit. But if he wants to keep pushing this up, he keeps getting what? More money. But he has to deal with a higher what? Interest rates. You understand? Just like going to the store and buying some cash versus credit. You buy a credit, it's going to cost you what? Come on. You have a question that? No, you have a question. Okay? Anybody have any questions about what I just explained? Right? So the cash part is relatively not crazy if you find the right situation to make it work. Right? Just talk to you. Right? Exactly. Okay. So that's the cash. Then there's credit, grants, and gift. You can get a gift. See that 17,000 you need? Your mother can give you 5, your father can give you 5, your cousin can give you 7, and guess what? You can't even take your life. No money. You can do a funding for all I care to get the money. You just have to be documented and have to be seen somewhere for a period of time. You have to know where it's coming from. Money just can't pop out. Oh, baby, boom, it's here. No, okay? So these are ways that you can get the money if you need to buy a house. It's just called being creative. So look at this. Credit, cash. Is it fair to say you don't need a whole lot of money to buy a house? You don't. Just put it together like a puzzle. That's the cash flow. Now, you can get a grant. Stop and think here. When do you get a grant? What type of program? First time homebuyer programs, get a grant. We talked about those? Now, if you get money from a grant, you are technically, right? You are technically getting free money. So because you're not putting your own money in it, this leg is considered what? This leg is considered weak. Because you're getting what? Free money. So now, this leg, that leg has to support what? You get my point? Now they want a higher FICO score. You're not doing 600. You understand? Some grant programs, first time homebuyer programs, require 660 FICO score. Because you're getting what? Free. Just because it's the first time homebuyer program, they didn't make these legs any what? Easy. That's the cash flow. See, you almost got it. You got the credit, you got the cash. That's crazy. Crazy. Third is the capacity, the income. Your income is what do you mean? Let me ask you a question, guys. Which leg of the 3 do you think is the hardest? I didn't go into detail in capacity. Which leg do you think is the hardest? I got VA. I can't call you VA. Right? You say the capacity leg is the hardest. Okay? Who else wanted to support Nicole in her decision? Well, you got all the girls supported you, Nicole. The fellas is like sitting there like, I don't know, Wayne is munching on his hat. No. Power women, I tell you, ripping up power. You're right. It's a difficult leg. Because I didn't tell you you can work and fix the credit. You see grants. But listen, but the capacity, you don't have that flexibility. What you make is what you make. What you bring home is what you bring home.
That can go up and down.
And that can go up and down. This is where all my creativities lands. To try to get you more money. This is the tough way. Because if prices go up and interest rates go up, we need to have what? More income. Because your monthly payment is what? Higher. So, we're going to take your wages, your salary, what do you make? Overtime, you can use your overtime, your bonuses. Your Social Security income, you have a Social Security and Social Security. Look, I have people that are 75 years old, 80 years old buying houses. Because there's no discrimination. This is the only country in the world where you can be 100 years old and buy a house. Right? A senior citizen buy a house. Right? Pension. You can get the pension. You can use this income. You get child support, alimony. Anything you can document that you're getting, we can add it together to buy a house. Two of you, we talked about your credit together, right? We have the 650, she has the 750, but their incomes is that important. I'm going to use both incomes. And combined, we will calculate income. She has the highest the highest FICO score, right? But you have the highest income, right? So let's repeat this, run this back, right? Let's say your FICO score is 450, right? And she has a good income, right? Now you got a choice. You can say, my income is good. Right? I mean, eat. Because I got what? You use your income, you use your credit, you use his cash. Okay. See my point? If you don't want to fix your credit, buy the house and you put them on it. You get my point? We got to solve the problem. How we solve the problem is going to be different for what? Everybody. Always some people say, well, this person said this, that person said this, that person said this. I see this on TikTok, I see this on Instagram. Every day, it's something else. But it's this simple. This is your income. If your income is not enough, then you can get a cosigner. There are loans that allow you to get a what you call a non-occupying cosigner. Right, when you're buying a house, let's say your income is 200,000, you need 250. No, let's say you need 220. Find a nice house, right? 220 income is what you need for the house you want. You can buy something less, but the house you want, you need 220, right? So we got to add more income. And let's say she's not working, but you have a brother living in Georgia or Alaska or Delaware. He can't live in the house. But the loan program allows him, as a non-occupying co-signer, to co-sign with you and put you in. His income is 25,000, you need 20, boom, you got it. Oh, wait a minute, brother, you have a grandmother 125 years old. She's getting Social Security, $20,000 a year in Social Security. She's still breathing. Put her on facts. You know what? It's a cosigner. As long as we can document the Social Security, we can use it. This is what we have to do. I have to solve the 3 C's. See, every one of you can just take this and look at your credit, look at your cash situation, the information I gave you, and look at your income and say, yo, you know what? I can do this. I mean, you can do this, you can do that, but I can do this. Hey, you have a question? You have a question? Okay, see, raise your hand. Credit scores, revenues from 650 to 850. But I don't need 850, guys. I don't want 850. No, I don't want somebody 800. I'm sorry, listen to me. The time, you know why I don't want somebody 850, 800? Because they think they are special. They walk into the office with this swag. Like, yeah. I mean, they say put out the red carpet, get them some coffee, get them slippers, because they have what? 850 fighters. Even there's some that have 700 walking with a swag. Because they think, because the high credit scores, you can program it, because high credit scores, you are what? Special. Only in your mind. I don't care about that. Give me a 600, right? Give me a 600 credit score, but somebody with some cash on this leg, capacity on this leg, because now I have all the legs. 800 alone and no cash, no income doesn't do anything for anybody. You can't. 800 is not going to pay the mortgage payment if they don't have the income. Those days went away 10 years. Okay? It's income. These are all income sources that you can use to add to your income. Now, those are the 3 C's. The final leg, which I didn't talk about, we talk about now, we talk about the whole. That's it, guys. Nothing more than that. It's the collateral. What do you want to buy? Because these are what's allowed. Single family house, 2 family house, 3, 4 family house, 4 condos, and a PUD. Anybody prefer 1 family over 2 family? All right. You said something? Oh, I see the hand. Yeah. For 4 family? You gotta ask that guy, right? And but it all depends on where you buy. You go to Newburgh, you get a 4 family for $400,000. You go to Brooklyn, what's $3 million? Yeah, right? All depends on where you're going to buy. You understand? That's why I said the first 3 C's determine what you're going to do with this. Because if that's $3 million, you look at it and say, nope, I don't want a 3 or 4, 2, 3 or 4 family. I'll buy one. Right? Or I don't put a 1 family to a 4 family. I'll buy a condo. You got the whole on the condo. Okay? So your finances kind of lead us in what makes more sense for you to buy as well. What about co-op? Anybody? Any problems buying a co-op? Co-op is a form of ownership. You own it the same way. Nothing happens. A PUD is nothing more than property and closing development. That's what you go to a gated community and you go in the community and have a gate, they have all these houses in the community. That's a PUD. That's all that is. Private property development. But the loan requirements, the guidelines for each one of these are different. That's why, although you may want a 1-4 family, after you review your whole financials, you may only qualify for what? A 2 family. Because the guidelines, like convention, remember the convention earlier, used to require 25% down payment for a 3 and 4 family. That just changed a year ago. Where the government was 3.5% for 1, 3.5% for a 2, 3.5% for a 3, 3.5% for a 4 family. It's a nice part of the government loan. Doesn't matter where you get money from. It's green. If you went to McDonald's and McDonald's manager said, look, I want to give you a mortgage loan. You're the 2 million customer here, we're going to give you a mortgage. Here, $700,000 buy a house. You can say, no, I don't want $700,000 for McDonald's. You think McDonald's money? It's crazy. Money is money.
Sure.
What determines your interest
What?
rate?
Cynthia asked a question that's going to take us here to about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
No,
But I'm going to answer it in less than 7 minutes. There's 9 separate things that determine our interest rates. And we all believe that there's one. Which one is that? The credit score. And guess what? That's not even the biggest one. That's not even the biggest one. Let me run it down quickly. Always forget when we get to like 7 and 8, our mind go glare, but we're gonna try to do this. Right? Obviously the finance. Loan size. Loan size is the biggest one. You can buy a house for 500,000, you buy a house for 800,000. One family. Because you're buying a house that's called non-conforming assets. Over a certain amount, when you're buying under, you guys can be identical twins in every way. Your FICO score is going to be better than his. At least a 0.5%, just because you're under a certain loan amount.
What about make me drop?
Okay, you asked me to list them out. I'm just telling you one. Now you want to jump to the next one.
No,
I just said loan size.
yeah, but the loan size.
Loan size. I don't care you. No. If you're buying a house for 800,000 and you got to get a loan for 500,000, you got to get a loan for 500,000. I don't care what down payment. You can be putting $500,000 down. The loan is what? 500,000. He can be putting 20,000 down, but his loan is 800,000. His loan is higher than yours. He's a non-conforming loan. You are a conforming loan. Google it, and you'll see the difference. It'll explain it. But your interest rate is going to be 0.5 to 0.75% higher just because of the loan size. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest. Location. New York is higher than the New York State, by 0.25%. Terms. A 30-year mortgage, the interest rate is higher than a 15-year mortgage. Right? Rate lock. You have the opportunity when you got the loan done, or any time during the process of the loan, to lock the rate. Because I told you the interest rate is 6% today, and you said this is around, I want to lock this rate right now, because it may go up, it may go down. Now, the thing I have is, everybody always assumes it's going to what? Go up. No, everybody just assume it's going to what? I got a loan right now, it's been sitting there right now, I haven't locked it yet. Because all economics is telling us the rates will what? Go down. And it has come down, because as soon as I see it starting to go up, I'm going to do what? Lock it. But it hasn't. Today, right now, my credit score is still right now, so I haven't locked it. But he asked to lock it because he's nervous. I have to get him data and explain to them why we should just what? Wait. But when I give him that option, he can lock it for 15 days, 30 days, 45 days, 60 days, 90 days. Reach how long you want me to lock it for? 30 days. Why not 60 and have a long period of time? Because guess what? The interest rate for 60 is going to be higher than the interest rate for what? 30, because you have more time. So if you pick a 15-day lock and you pick a 30-day lock and everything else is even, your interest is going to be better than his because he got what? A longer lock. You understand? Interest rate. Remember I told you before, the guy had to increase his interest rate to get a little money, right? He paid to get the higher rate. He decided, he made that choice that, yeah, I'm going to get lender's credit so I can get a little bit higher rate because I'm going to get some money. He made that choice. I forgot the number close now, right?
Number 5.
Oh, God, you got to be kidding me. You got to be more than 5, right?
5 size location.
And she got your own thing down. Down payment. Down payment. 10%, 5%, 20%. Loan programs. First time home buyer, lower rate. Government is lower than conventional.
So the more you want to down the down payment is
It could be lower for certain loan programs. For conventional, the more money you put down, the better rate you get. You understand? FHA, no. Government, no. Okay? But the down payment does play a factor. Loan program, FHA, is lower than conventional. So loan program, what am I now? 7.
Yes, 7.
So let's get the 7.
I'm with you, girl.
What's the other 2? You got the FICO score, you got the credit report, same thing, FICO score, you got report down the rate.
Cycle, loan size, location, terms, rate lock, no.
Reading it to me is not gonna make a difference. I'm trying to remember.
I jump.
It's gonna come back to me. There's always the last 2. Okay? I said New York, you got New York, the state. Talking about tariffs and interest rates start doing this. It's timing. Okay? I get that last one. Okay? But in an appraisal, right? When you buy a house, you buy it for 500,000, 500,000. Moving condition. Call it rehab loan. There's 3 of them that move around. People think there's only one. Co-op. Once again, co-op. Ownership of the whole what? Building. See, we can be driving down the street and we drive